Dame's top move, we all know it. It's that side step, but we just can't stop it. You just can't stop it. You just can't stop it. It's just so quick, so fast, so sudden. Just boom, you got it. But don't if it's not your bag, if it's not your style, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't do it. I advise you not to do it. Hey, appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow. 17. Enzo Brito. Appreciate the follow. Right back to Dame. Hey, that's a clean look. That's a clean look, man. And the thing is, they be still playing drops against Dame, which makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, why are you still playing a drop against Damian Lillard? Like, step up. That's step up. And on top of that, peep this footwork. You hear a lot of coaches say left, right if you're right hand shooter. Or if you're a lefty shooter, right, left. You got to have everything. You got to have the left, right. Got to have the right, left. Then you got to have the hop going right. You have hop going left. If you actually want to be a really good scorer and a really good attacker, a really good shooter, at the end of the day, you got to have all the footworks. Because the second you take away one, you take away your ability to be able to score out of any certain situation that may require it. And you're going to see Dame throughout this entire game, any game he plays, use a various amount of footworks anytime he gets into a shot. So if they tell you just to shoot off one footwork, it's not it. It's not it.
It was a fun evening, really fun evening. Fans were really engaging. The guys always.
Hey, Dame's handle is underrated, but it's not that his handle is underrated. It's his pace that makes his handle even better. And on top of that, his angles, his ability to attack, just straight line, just attack the rim, all that is great. But peep the off arm on this play. Hits that spin, and then boom, as soon as he makes that spin, he gets that off arm. Because now that since you hit that spin, you found that angle, he's behind you just a little bit, and getting that off arm right there, he's not able to get back in front as quickly as he wants to. And so Dame is able to step into him and get that bucket. And then the little taunt at the end, of course. Hey, you know he was out of there. Hey, as soon as look at after he hit the bucket, he knew it. He just knew it. He just knew he was done. He was like, "Ah, shit, I'm finished. I'm finished." He looked up. Ah, damn. He just put his hand up. The Rockets are an AAU team. Damn sure look like it. I watched that game and I was like, "Who the hell is this dude?" Maybe it's just because I don't watch them, and I can't blame myself for not watching the Rockets. All right. Let's talk about this. Why'd you jump? Like, notice the time at which he jumps. He jumps once he sees Martin Jr. in the air. Martin Jr. is not somebody you want to jump with. You do not want to jump with Kenyon Martin Jr. And so you turn a whole 180, maybe like a 120, and then you see Martin Jr. going up in the air and you decide to jump. You deserve to get dunked on, okay? And Eubanks could jump. Maybe if he got to jump on time, you'll be able to block that, but you just jump way too late. You got to be able to realize those, like, just off instinct. Hey, I'm telling you, it's his pace. It's just his pace. It's just his pace. Like, you'll see Dame blow by people without using a single move. Not one single move Dame uses when he blows by people a lot of the time. It's just him being able to change his pace. And as soon as you realize that you don't need all these dribble moves, and sometimes if you just control your pace and how fast you're going, you don't need no dribble moves. Look at this. Straight line drive, no dribble moves. Had Jayshawn Tate do a whole 360. Or do a whole 180. And by the way, make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. And all these breakdowns are live on Twitch. So make sure you go hit that link in the description. Go follow and join the live if you got any questions about my breakdowns or want any free game. And let's get right back to it. Now, the thing with this, if you're chasing a player like Dame over the top of a screen, you've got to just slow down as soon as you approach that screen or approach that handoff. Because he could shoot it straight off this like he does right here. And then once he does that, and the second that he does that, if you're still going full speed into that screen and he stops, you're going to hit his backside or possibly end up just hitting him in general. So you just got to be super careful as soon as you approach that, just to maybe get a hand around from the back on top of his head, and then maybe just you could distract him a little bit, make him feel a little awkward, But don't try to curl that screen over anymore, because if anything, you'll end up hitting them.
Yesterday over there at Big Al's, Grady Dick, 6'8" shooter. Grant with it, out on top a little. Over it comes to Dame.
Hey, now
Elevates for three. That's
L clock awareness, bro. L shot clock awareness. Like when you hoop, you know you playing defense for a long time. And I know that the guys in the league, you got this 24-second shot clock. You don't have to see it every second, but you get a feeling you're just playing defense for a long time. So your instinct should tell you to go up and look at the other side and see that shot clock. And then second you look at that shot clock, you'll realize, like, boom, say right here. You pick them up, you can see a shot clock straight on the other end. You see 4 seconds. But now, boom, 3 seconds. Now, if you already got that idea, it was 5 seconds where you already dropped. Now you closed out. That's another one or 2 seconds. You should realize I should push up on him and just discourage any shot. But he leaves this whole gap, and that's just way too easy. I could probably hit that shot my damn self. Like that much space? Like, come on.
Garfield High School in Seattle. Dame double team, spins between defenders into the lane. He motors right to the rack.
Do you realize how many defenders he just went through? He just went through 4 defenders. 4 Rockets defenders. That's 1. That's 2 right there. 2 come over on help. Don't close the gap. Fouled and 1. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, you gotta. He's already got like 15 in the first. So you already know it's like, all right, we got to do something. We just got to. I don't care. If I'm somebody on help, I'm just coming all the way over and just completely stopping it. Like, hacking them or something. Like, and then this shot. That's tough. There's a 99% chance this is not your game. So do not see Dame do this and be like, "Oh, I want to do this too." Because you realize Dame is one of how many players? Like, if we're talking about the NBA level or just the team in general, who's able to take a shot like this? Maybe 2 players on the team. Maybe 2 players on the team. And now let me take my calculator out. Man. Say 2 players out of a 14-person roster, and there's another 12. There's an 86% chance you're not that player. So there's no need for you to go into the gym and work on that shot, because only maybe 2 out of 14, and even other times 1 out of 14 players are able to take this type of shot. So don't work on this type of shot. Just don't.
He put a foot on Şengün and then got off balance.
Foot on foot.
And then Smith finished him off.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I'll catch him every time. Peep Dame just turned the corner. This is why you should always turn the corner as a guard. You see a hard head, you always try to turn the corner. You see this big step out, always try to get around that hip, because usually they'll be a little too slow, and they're a little too slow. Boom, block and foul. 1 foul closer to the bonus, and if not, if you're in high school, you got a 1-on-1, or I think college has some 1-on-1. If not, you got 2 free throws. Maybe if it's a double bonus. So always try to turn that corner. Just make it easier for yourself. Boom, same thing. Same spot, same pick and roll. Great screen by Thibault. But now Şengün decides to play a drop, and at that point, you just got to make sure that he does not get a shot off. Like, playing a drop against Dame or Steph, you're going to get torched. Because they stop on a dime, and you continue to move back, and they go up into their shot, and they shoot, and you're done. You can't shoot it. You can't guard Dame in a drop. This shouldn't happen. Hey, great D by Knicks. Hey, just watch his defense. This is great defense. Boom. Then he got 1 move. Great defense in the half court. But great job by Dame to stay composed, be able to just get by, keep it simple, not do too much. A lot of you guards could learn from this. And probably a lot of people in this could watching this. If you're a guard, you can learn from this. Not even just from the defensive side of the ball, from the offensive side of the ball, both sides of the ball. Great things to learn from. Dame. He gets cut off. Just 1 move, change the direction, not doing too much. Gets a little space. Then, boom, as soon as he gets to the half court, 1 move and go. He ain't do too much in the back court. Got to the front court. He ain't do nearly as much in the front court. 1 move, go. 1 move, change the direction. Not no 2 moves, not no cross tween, not no Penny Hardaway, not no Kyrie, not no Steph. Like tap, 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 dribble, 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 James Harden, isolation type stuff. No, just kept it simple. 1 move and go. And then, boom, he relocates. Dame is an underrated player off the ball. The only reason he don't see it as much is because he has to have the ball in his hands being in Portland. Gives it up. Now, could he get out a little quicker? Yeah, but he still got the job done. He still relocated, got the job done, went back to space. All right, now, holy shit. Like, what do I do what do you do at this point? At this point, what do you do? This is a 40-footer. This is a 40-footer. And he just pulls up as another heat check. And he knocks it down, bro. Like, what? Like, what do you do at this point? Like, really? Like, do you just send a double as soon as he cross half? Like, what do you do at that point? And he's just on go, man. It's Dame's pace, bro. His simplicity and his pace, it just makes the game so much easier for him. And it's things a lot of players could do, but they don't really learn it. They want to learn all the other stuff. Hey, now mind you, 41 in the first half. 41 points in the first half. And so he comes out the game in the third quarter. He's just making the right play. Instead of just trying to say, oh, okay, I'm still hot, I'm going to keep shooting. Sets his teammates up because he knows if they get going a little bit, it can alleviate some pressure off him. He doesn't have to do so much work in the second half. And they did end up getting a little big lead later on, but they kind of lost it a little bit, and then Dame had to turn up. He had to do what he got to do. You're going to see it later on. So he's starting to make some plays to his teammates. Eubanks on the road, gets fouled, goes to the line, hits one, you know, makes the right read, sees Nixon to help. Boom, Thibault misses the shot. Boom, great cut by Thibault. Great cut by Thibault. Great cut by Thibault. He sees his player come over, Kenyon Martin Jr. getting ready to jump. He was like, I'm not going to take a three. The last three I just shot, I missed it. I'm going to come down the lane, cut, get myself a two. Get myself a two. And boom, made another right play. Just made another right play. Now, Thibault missed the three. Instead of taking the next three, he got open, he got the two. And now he gets the open three and knocks it down. That's called being able to moderate your shot looks or what shot you take. And now getting your rhythm and taking the next three that you got. And since he made that, he's seen that two, although it's just a regular dunk, you feel good. You got the ball, you saw the ball go through the rim. And so now you can take that next shot and you feel good too. So the only thing about shooting that you really need to do is make sure that every shot feels good. And since he's seen that two go down, since he made that cut, he made a good play, he feels good. Guess what's going to happen on his next shot? It's going to feel good. And if he missed that shot, it would be a feel-good miss. It would have been one of the back iron misses or the inside front iron misses. Then one of those two. Boom. Dame's first shot of the third quarter. First shot of the third quarter. But the only difference is that Dame and NBA players, professionals and whatnot, the air ball is just an air ball. Brick is just a brick. They still going to shoot that motherfucker. They still going to shoot it. It don't matter if it's an air ball. It doesn't matter if it hits straight backboard. They're going to still shoot it because what's the difference between missing a shot that hits the back of the rim and missing a shot that air balls? It's only conscious. It's only what you think or what you care about, what people think. Because regular people are going to see it and be like, damn, that dude's sorry. You so sorry. You just airballed a shot. You so sorry. You just hit straight backboard. But it's really not like that. At the end of the day, it's just another miss. And if you trust your work, you know if you shoot that shot again, you're not going to miss it again. So don't keep holding that weight of thinking that an air ball on a break is something so embarrassing and so sad and bad and whatnot. Just keep shooting. If you put enough work, if you put enough shots up, if you know your game enough, you're going to know that you're not going to airball that shot again. And Pete, this by Matisse Thibault. Listen.
Let me set more screens.
Thibault just said, let me set more screens. Screening is low-key a lost art. Because people just think you just got to stand there and just be all right. But, like, you really got to be solid. You really got to have good positioning to be a good screener. And you could ask any of those players who set tons of screens every night, like a Draymond Green or whoever, one of those initiators like a Sabonis even, or one of those great rollers to the rim. Screening is about angles, and it really is going to help you get an open look. Because if you set a good enough screen, you'll get open. You're the person that's guarding you will miscommunicate. The person guarding you may have to go over and help on the person that you're screening, and so now it opens you up. It's just another opportunity for you to be able to get a bucket. So anytime you screen, don't take it lightly. Don't bullshit the screen. Don't just jog your way into the screen, just set us off screen. Because if you do that, that eliminates your chances of you being able to get open. And if you set a good screen, you can get yourself open.
Dame pops out, comes off the screen, shooting for three.
All right, now that's just ridiculous, bro. At this point, you just got to blitz him. Forget it. Blitz him every time. Blitz him every time, bro, because you know what Dame's going to do. You know Dame got the range. You know what Dame is capable of. Fuck it. Blitz him. Blitz him. Just blitz him. Peep the communication. I don't know if you heard that well the first time, so I'm going to go back and turn it up. I want you to listen. Listen to him right here. Watford. Heard that. Ice, ice, ice. Keep it out the middle. Keep that screen out the middle. Don't let him get middle. Force some baseline.
Dix off the screen.
Says ice again, but Dame doesn't step up. Facts for sure. First time chat. What's up? Insidian. What's good? What's good? But the thing is, on that second one, Dame did not step up on it. I don't blame Dame. He's doing so much on the offensive end. For him to guard 2 screens back to back, that's tough. And be able to be in the right position, it's tough. And so, but peep though, is that Waters, he doesn't get upset. He doesn't just stop the play all because he sees Dame not do what he communicated to him. He still makes up for it. He still does what he needs to do, gets to the other side of that screen, plugs up that lane that he's playing in the drop. Instead of just sitting back and be like, oh, I told you ice, but you didn't do it. And so now it's your fault. Just leaving the blame. You got to make up for your teammates, even if they do something wrong. Boom. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, the idea that you decide to put Boban into the game and put him in a drop against Damian Lillard and have just one of your guards play 1v2 on the perimeter against Dame in his pick and roll. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? All right, straight up, Boban should not be out there. I'm sorry, but respectfully, Boban's just a little too old, gang. This is these young guys. They just a little too fast, a little too quick for a man like Boban. Boban would have did great in about 1975, but today, these dudes a little too quick. He a little too old. Dude's a little too quick, man. Come on. Relocation once again. Great relocation by Dame once again. Gets past Jabari. Gets past Jabari Smith. Finds his teammate. Is he a little late again? Did he stutter a little bit? Yeah, he does. But he still relocates and be able to do what he needs to do. And the thing with this, shooters too. Once again, if you're a shooter, if you want to learn how to shoot, you need this backpedaling shot. You need this shot to backpedal, because if you're relocating, say in a situation like this, not even going to the top of the key, but mainly from the corners, backpedaling so you can be able to catch your balance and be able to shoot, you need that. You need that. That little 1-2, being able to backpedal, be able to relocate, come from around the rim, get out, and get into your shot, you need that. If he wants to, he's going to show off his bounce. And mind you, once again, he did not use a dribble move. I believe he did not use a dribble move. Telling you, bro, it's not that hard. If you're able to control your pace, if you learn how to stop and go, how to go from 20 to 80, how to go from 20 to 40, then back to 20, then up to 60, then back to 50, then to 80 to 85, like, you got to be able to learn how to stop and go. And once you do that, the games will be so easy, because you don't have to use all these dribble moves. You don't have to make it so complicated. You're just able to control your pace. And the thing about defenders, the hardest thing for them to do is to guard a player with pace. It's the hardest thing to do, because you just don't know what they're gonna end up doing. Hey, now the thing with this is just called putting in so much time and so many hours and minutes into your craft that you can shoot any shot. How do you train for pace? Give me 1 second. You could shoot any shot that you do in the game. And then once you take that shot in the game, it doesn't have to be what you did in practice. Because as soon as you get into it, you already just know how to get up and make that shot. Like, it's weird to describe, but you're going to get to a point where you just shot so many shots. You just learn. You played the game so much that, like, if you're this type of player, you'll be able to shoot a shot. And it doesn't matter the footwork. Like, I guarantee you, Dame does not work on this footwork. He doesn't work on, like, a little that little left jab, hop, sidestep to the side, over the top. He probably has never done that in a workout and shot it for reps. Probably has never done that before. But he just knows how to make a shot. Oh, this right here. Hey, let me tell you this. Now he's approaching 70 at this point, I believe. He's approaching 70. And the fact he caught this at about 38 feet or so, and Kenyon Martin Jr. stepped up, and he had to foul him, that's hilarious. How can I finish better since I'm a smaller player? I got like 3 clips left. Let me finish this. I got like 3 clips left. That's filthy. That's filthy. All of Dame's moves don't do no combos. All of Dame's moves be so simple, bro. It's just his pace, bro. It's his pace. It's his pace. And ability to change levels. That's another thing. His pace and ability to change levels. Once I start putting workouts in the Discord, I know I've been saying I'm gonna do this, but I just need to find some time. I've been busy. I got school. I got all this stuff. But I'm gonna drop some stuff that'll help you learn how to be able to be in this vertical area, and then change your base and whatnot. So you have to be strong in those positions. So I'll put workouts that'll help you be able to be strong in lower positions. So now, as soon as you drop, you're strong through the whole way through. Because most players aren't naturally just strong in low ranges. Hey, he's just as good off the ball as he is on the ball. Like, this is little things like this, where he's coming off this screen, and then he knows that Nick's right here is attached to him. He knows he's attached. So instead of just going straight off the screen, he just stops. And then that breaks Nick's momentum. But now at this point, Dame's already in motion. He's already fluid. He already knows what he's doing, where he's going. And so he just comes right off this screen, gets this. Nick tries to make a gamble play on it because now he's a little behind the play. He thinks he can be able to make a play on that ball, but he can't. Then Dame gets one dribble, boom, knocks it down. 69 at this point. 71. 71 like that. Had Jabari Smith on him. But the thing is, if you coming on the double team, and you know a guy like Dame's got it going, man. If I'm Washington right here, I'm plugging this whole lane before you even allow Dame to get the chance to get up and attack. He already knows he's gonna make this double team. So just communicate this early. Boom, you got your double team done. Boom, you got it done. And now he's at 71. He has 13 threes, by the way, 13 threes. And so now everybody wants him to get that 14, tie Clay's record. Damn, I'm tired as hell. Boy, tired as hell, bro. 71. Boy, his Gatorade sign flashing. Swears him off again twice. He was like, "Nah, I'm done, bro. I'm done. You got it. I'm straight off 71." He's straight off 71. And then boom, Cam Reddish knocked it down.